Bay Area Rapid Transit, or BART for short. This is going to be the Bay Area's most important and critical public transportation system. Now here's the thing, this public transportation system compared to the ones in Paris, London, New York, Shanghai, Beijing, Tokyo, and Singapore is pretty laughable, but it still shows you how many lost office workers that exist in San Francisco. So remember, BART, it's very unique because it really all just deviates towards one single point of the map, which is going to be downtown San Francisco. This is going to be where most of their offices are, right? If you check out downtown San Francisco, like for example, Montgomery Station, you do see a huge skew of massive office towers and massive office buildings. Salesforce is here. Slack is here. Well, I guess it used to be here. Reddit is here. Twitter is here. Lyft is here. You get the idea. The big tech corpos all are in this area. This is why I have so many massive blue skyscrapers. But if you look at the transportation numbers, it's actually pretty shocking. But once you look at how many people no longer go to San Francisco, it's not that shocking anymore because San Francisco lost 150,000 office workers. That is something not to laugh at, since the population of San Francisco in a whole is 800,000 people. So if they lost over almost 200,000 office workers, the city is pretty screwed up. And even The Guardian is having a pretty good laugh against San Francisco, saying vacant skyscrapers and empty trains, can the city once again reinvent itself? And a lot of you guys in the comment section in previous videos say no. And I fully agree. San Francisco really screwed itself up. In fact, some of you guys even say that San Francisco is almost like it's purposely doing this. Here's the thing about San Francisco and the rest of the Bay Area. If they just run the city normally, it wouldn't really end up like this, right? If they just make the city like all right to live in, not to make it pristine or anything, just make it like not have poop on the floor, or maybe not have homeless encampments in every single street and corner, maybe you'll get a lot of businesses moving back, and several tech companies are probably moving back as well. This is pretty shocking. The number of riders on the BART system is around 40% of what it was before the pandemic. Guys, we're not talking about 4%. We're not talking about 5%. We're not talking about 10%. We're talking about 40%. This is almost half of what it was before the pandemic. And only 30% for riders who exit in downtown San Francisco. So barely anyone goes to San Francisco anymore on the BART. A lot of them, they do travel through the Bay Area a little bit, maybe a little bit through Oakland, but that's really about it, right? Some of them, they go up a little bit to, the universities and stuff like that, but that's kind of like where most of the ridership for BART is located. If you check out this video, it's pretty interesting. So on the left, you have the Salesforce Transit Center. This is like what Salesforce spent $2.2 billion on, where buses and in the future, underground trains will be located. Nobody's here, okay? And this is supposed to be like a working day, okay? I see 2 people in the front and 2 people in the distance. And check out this, which is in Tokyo. This isn't even that big of a location. We're looking at the number one place for transit, which is downtown San Francisco. The skyscrapers are being completely empty. I guess 4 people and a security guard. And then over here you have Tokyo. And this train station isn't even considered their central train station, okay? This isn't like a massive one like the one you see on the left. And if you check out this one, right, this is in China, actually. Look at how many people are in this train station. Look at how advanced these trains look, right? And I can't believe it. This is freaking China, guys. And China is beating the Bay Area, our number one tech city, in transportation. I mean, that looks straight up like an airport. I mean, these are all like, Chinese train stations. They're clean. They look good. There's a lot of ridership. This pretty much shows you that even Chinese cities are actually recovering pretty well with the amount of ridership they're getting. In fact, their ridership is actually increasing like crazy. I mean, look at the Shanghai Metro. It's crazy, right? And then you have like the BART system, which looks like this, and it's supposed to cater to our number one tech city, which is San Francisco. And this barely does anything. And what's super scary is the amount of low ridership that's plaguing this industry. And I could show you several more videos on Twitter of people going to the train stations of San Francisco, people going to the bus stations of San Francisco. It's not just about the low ridership, but also the mass homelessness in a lot of these areas. And there's a lot of crime, a lot of violence. In fact, you will probably feel uneased going to these places, sometimes in the day and especially at nights. And even on the streets of San Francisco, several residents are actually pretty scared on going out. The Mission District is supposed to be this massive, vibrant place, right? This vibrant place full of bars, clubs, and restaurants. And a lot of owners and a lot of condo guys and landlords actually bought $25,000 worth of 2,000-pound planters to place them on the sidewalk to prevent homeless encampments. Guys, I can't make this up, okay? People in the comment section keep saying that it's kind of hard to run such a good city to the ground like this. And I'm shocked to see San Francisco do this. I honestly think if San Francisco just do things a little bit normal, right? Nothing too extreme, nothing too left, nothing too right, and just keep it moderate, they could make the city really, really good. But no, right? You have business owners leaving, small mom and pop stores, they're leaving. They're no longer staying, guys. The ridership of the city is complete garbage. When you have almost half of the ridership compared to 4 years ago, something is wrong with the city. I was pretty shocked because I thought it would probably be still 80% of what it was. But no, it's only half. And it's only getting worse. And people all say the same thing. San Francisco is just a massive tent city at this point. Tourist traps are no longer, worthy of visiting. Pier 39 has some people, but it's pretty empty. I've also showed several videos on this channel on the streets of San Francisco and how empty they are. Guys, don't take my word, okay? Just talk to some of the local bar owners in San Francisco, especially the downtown ones. They used to say at night, all the tech bros come out and they party. 300-400 people walk by their establishment every night. Now it's 2, 3, 5 people at night. And you kind of see it in some of the most popular places in San Francisco. Like, San Francisco's Powell Street, right? San Francisco Powell Street. This is supposed to be like a place where you get restaurants, bars, clubs, and also a lot of shopping. This is where you do a lot of your shopping. They got Starbucks, they got Uggs, you get the idea. A lot of these stores are having record low businesses. And yeah, when you have barely anybody riding the public transportation to San Francisco, something is up, right? 30% vacancies, with some, including myself, saying it's more like 50 to 60%, because a lot of offices are rented out, but nobody's there working. And the moment the lease ends, the landlord is going to leave, okay? The banks are going to freak out. So San Francisco, it's going through a really bad time. And like I said before in other videos, I really hope it recovers.